For Inside Carolina, I'm Taylor Vippolis, and this is the Insider Rundown where I'll cover what I'm hearing when it comes to UNC football. I'm told that the word to best describe the post-game scene following an abysmal showing in Boone from Carolina's defense was emotional. For the first time in a coaching career that has spanned across 3 decades, a Gene Chizik defense gave up 40 points in a quarter. A coach that has won 2 national championships, one as a coordinator and one as a head coach, did not suddenly forget how to coach football. Albeit just 2 games into the season, the sense I get is that the program's eyes are now more narrowly focusing on the defensive assistants, and the pressure is on them to prove they are the right coaches to right this ship. What's most worrisome for the defense is for how bad they've been. 4 players from that secondary played every snap on Saturday, meaning that there's little to no confidence in their potential replacements outside of somebody like Jaquarius Conley coming back from a serious knee injury. I think there's a combination of factors working against Carolina. First, fundamentally, with the consistency that you see the defensive line losing at the point of attack and corners in trail position. Then some of it is players getting over the mental block of playing after an injury and playing more timidly, while some of it is a complete misevaluation of a roster to not see that some guys you're counting on miss the mark of being Power 5 talent. This week, Georgia State's quarterback most likely doesn't have the arm talent to take advantage of some of those weaknesses, but the glass has already been broken that was protecting the panic button, which is a stark contrast to how the offense has felt this week in Chapel Hill, with that side of the ball on cloud 9, which might have been unsettling for its head coach. Mac Brown didn't think the offense looked as sharp this week heading to Atlanta as it had looked the previous 2 weeks. Last year, the offense would get bragged on so much that it became complacent, and as a result, there'd be a bad offensive performance in a game, which the coaches are hoping to avoid. Yet it's hard not to brag about Phil Longo's group. Through 2 games, it's the 6th ranked scoring offense and 7th total offense in the country, and the scary thing that this team has to realize is that they aren't even close to reaching their potential as a unit. Furthermore, I'm not expecting to see Josh Downs until Notre Dame, so this is another opportunity this week for the youngsters at receiver to push for more playing time when the veterans return and the cupboard's more full with weapons. Overall, it's a team that has to do better at handling success. When you get to conference play, you can't afford to not practice at your established standard or have a defense that's celebrating with your visiting crowd after an interception instead of getting back to the bench and communicating with the coaches in the booth, or having players that aren't impacting the game getting celebration penalties and costing you field position on the ensuing kickoff. All learning moments for a team that has struggled to close and put away opponents in recent history. North Carolina will hit the road into the Sun Belt for the 2nd consecutive week, and there's a lot to watch for in what should be a fun matchup Saturday from Center Park Stadium, including seeing former Tar Heel great Quinshaw Davis coaching on the opposite sidelines for the Panthers. Until then, stay tuned to Inside Carolina for all the latest coverage leading to kickoff.